I'm going to focus on United's attack from the Bournemouth game. I've always said the United's intent of signing attacking players during the summer transfer window, it doesn't necessarily mean now that we're automatically going to score more goals next season. But the game against Bournemouth shows exactly what Amorim's United can do, even when they don't have any summer signings and he's using all players from last season. I regularly thought Amorim was too cautious last year. It was understandable, he was still learning this squad on the job. But what we saw in this game was enough risk, enough movement that could unlock any defence. What do I mean? Well, I'll show you. First off, the very aggressive positioning of United's wing-backs was so good to see. It pins the opposition back, it gives your team an out ball, and I think United used it very well, and they've used it so far in pre-season so much better. What we would normally see from last season was Dogu positioned somewhere in that circled area. That was normally the positions United's wing-backs were taking up. More conservative, not really pinning the opposition back. What United had in this game though was Dogu positioned somewhere off the screen, higher up the pitch on Bournemouth's last line of defence. Dalot doing the same on this right-hand side. Yes, your number 10s can drop. They can receive the ball, like what Ahmad's doing here. Get them on the ball a little bit more. But use those wing-backs to really pin the opposition back. Very good positive signs. Another aspect I loved from the game was the freedom the United's 10s had. And also the aspect of United having the 3v3 in wide areas. What we would regularly see, Mount and Ahmad regularly just they would drop in deep to receive the ball sometimes, and then obviously they had license to go up and link up play in the half spaces, play out wide. But what we also saw was Fernandes coming out wide at times, forming this little triangle with Dogu and Mount, so they could link up all together. Other times Fernandes would come out to the right-hand side. Sometimes Højlund would come out here, forming the triangle with Ahmad and Dalot. Casemiro coming forward. Even United centre-back, Shaw and Yoro, I'll show you a little bit later on, how they would sometimes go forward and even increase United's numbers in those attacking situations. Again, it's risk-reward. I think United didn't do enough of that last season. And straight away as the game started, Ahmad, you see him wandering over to that left-hand side. He makes a run in behind Dogu, gets the ball off him, plays the ball short into Bruno Fernandes. He's just linking at play. Same again to Casemiro. Then Ahmad takes a little bit of a wander out to the right-hand side, demanding the ball again from Yoro. You can see the influence United's 10s slowly have on this game. They've got that freedom to run and find those areas in between Bournemouth's midfield and defence. Mount this time around, forming that triangle with Bruno Fernandes and Dogu on the left-hand side. He peels off into that half space, plays a little 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes is in behind that Bournemouth defence. Again, for United's first goal, Mount making the run on the outside of Dogu. It's the reason Dogu gets that space on his right-hand side to cross the ball in. Højlund gets his head on it, United get that first goal. But the influence of Mount in this situation cannot be understated. Him making that run on the outside, it really does create this goal. Mount, I think he's taken some stick in recent times, but he was very good in this game, and you can see exactly why Amorim really likes him. He's a very aggressive presser, and when he's on his game, he's a very good quality technical player to have playing in those half spaces. And he did show it in this one. Another thing you saw from him, United's second goal, he's holding the ball up here. He wins a free kick, and you can see straight away Dogu on his bike. This goal comes from Dogu's aggressive positioning from wing back. If he's somewhere in his own half, making a run from there, it's going to be picked up by the Bournemouth defence. But the fact that he was on that last line, Mount has the opportunity to pick him out. Dogu gets that goal for United. United 2-0 up. Another instance of that risk-reward really paying off. And it wasn't just United creating that trio of attacking players in those wider areas to get the best of Bournemouth's defence. It was also United's wide centre-backs taking up really aggressive positions and occasionally making runs that really did cause havoc as well. This time around, Luke Shaw. Obviously, Luke Shaw playing left-back, he's well-versed previously making these type of runs. I do think playing that wide centre-back role is really going to suit him, if he can stay fit. But him making these runs, bursts out wide, again forming a bit of a triangle with Mount and Dogu, it just again separates the Bournemouth defence, causes a bit of havoc. Who's going to pick him up when he's making those runs from deep? And then United can get just simply more numbers in and around the opposition box. For United's third goal, it's another example of it. Euro picks up the ball here, drives into that Bournemouth defence, creates that little bit of a space for Ahmad to get the ball in and around Bournemouth's box. So you're simply just moving the Bournemouth defenders around a little bit more. Obviously, United do get a little bit of luck, but things like this, you do create your own luck. Getting in and around the opposition box, getting your best players there, United will score more goals that way. It's as simple as that. You combine all of this with the aggressive fundamentals out of possession, and I do think we have the best version of Amorim's United. Centre-back stepping up to prevent the 3 versus 2 in midfield, seeing the 4-4-2 press more often when Mount was acting as that second striker next to Højlund. There were so many more encouraging signs in this game compared to others, and that's without the main summer signings in this squad now. There was only Leon there. So when the rest of United's attackers come in theory, you should obviously see United at an even higher level. And that is a very, very exciting prospect. I still think a midfielder is a priority. I think United have enough attacking options now. Do we really need a striker? I do still think that a midfielder should be United's priority. Because I don't trust that Casemiro Fernandes midfield. It was still a little bit erratic in this one with the ball. And defensively, I do worry about it. And same with Ugarte and Mino. That little partnership, that has its own weaknesses as well for Amorim to worry about. There's no real partnership in that centre of the pitch that really takes United to that next level. We've saw attacking-wise what United can do, even with the team from last season. But I do think there's a limit to what United can do with the current midfield pairing that Amorim's going to be able to put out there. So that is my reasoning for having a midfield signing before anything else. But it doesn't look as if United are going to go that way. Whatever happens though, very, very promising signs from that Bournemouth game. I know we can't get too carried away, same as we can't be too pessimistic after the first couple of results. Even though we beat West Ham, I wasn't too keen on how United really set up, but it was much, much better in this Bournemouth game, and I wanted to highlight that in today's video. Long may it continue into the Premier League season now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, drop her a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next one.